everyday movements, or at least practice, are isometrics. The isometrics you'll be working primarily are the hands. So when because we're doing tiger style, you're holding that bridge, right? So again, hands are like this. You want to keep this here. Keep that tension in your fingers, all right? Another thing you could do too, to definitely harden the arms. Again, you're gonna breathe in slowly. Just slowly you breathe in and squeeze those back muscles. Your hands should be a little soft at this point, but your back muscles are really tight. And then you're gonna bring that tension through your arms. See, my shoulders are getting tight, triceps, biceps, forearms, all the way into my fingertips. All right, again, nice and soft. Big belly, chi down here, squeezing them back muscles. And then this time, you can keep your tiger claw and press. All right, this is an isometric itself, just holding this, keeping this tight. All right, see my hand is shaking, I'm putting tension into that. That's why even when you do your blocks, same thing, this tension should be here, all right? These isometrics, they're what's really gonna increase your overall power. That's why even when you saw me, you know, in the past, if you see me doing punches, you see me doing it slow, all of this gets tense upon impact, all right? And again, learning how to hold that tension and breathe with it, no differently than your horse stance. All of that is gonna increase overall true strength, because you got hypertrophy, which is building muscles. But what you're doing when it comes to isometrics is you're building tendon strength, okay? So you got your bone, you got your tendons, ligaments, and then you have this muscle, okay? You're strengthening those fibers that are not necessarily the muscle, but what's attaching the muscle to the bone. So therefore, this strength stays with you in old age. So that's why if you're doing another isometric, which will be like a plank, keeping this tight, my core is tight, my body is stiff, my core is tight. I keep my glutes tight, not super tight like but again, tight enough and locking your body. You have to learn how to breathe as you keep your body locked into these isometrics. All of these isometrics, again, like I said, increase true strength, So no differently than your, you could do isometrics with your hands. You got your tiger claw isometric. You have your crane isometric. You have your snake isometric, meaning you're practicing on keeping those fingers tight together and not really being open, all right? And again, you could give your hands a bit of a rest. You have your leopard isometric, leopard. Keeping this nice, firm, and tight so when you strike, you're not hurting your fingers or messing them up. You also have dragon, okay? Keeping a wider claw with the hands for any other type of dragon-like techniques. But again, strengthening those hands, no differently than your fist. Your fist is an isometric. Holding this is a tight fist. That's why even when you're in preparation, this should be here. It should not be like this. It shouldn't be open. None of that stuff. It needs to be tight and firm. Other isometrics, your stances. I showed you before. You got your horse stance is an isometric. Cat stance is an isometric. Holding this tension here, all right? Learn how to keep your gaze, keep your fist instead of being like all, you know, just thrown off. You have to learn to relax into these movements.